Well, would you look at that? It is another Gatchard. This week's episode is 44. I enjoyed it, but we'll get into why I enjoyed it as we talk about it, because this episode can basically be broken up into big A plot, smaller B plot. So let's talk about the B plot first, because we come in as they're doing some looking at the test data for Lotchus and the make Lotchus human process of going like, all right, cool. So she is definitively feeling human emotions. She is doing these kind of things. She is participating. She is enjoying herself. Okay, we are probably ready to start next steps of testing and see what we can do. All this kind of stuff. And they noticed this because they went all to a culture festival. Or just a festival. Yeah, it just looks like a normal ass festival. And they were all having fun. While this is going on, Hotaro notices something going on with Kajiki, and we'll get into that in a minute. But basically, it's like, alright, cool, we can start our next steps. We have a feeling that a lot of the breakdown of her possibly being human is due to issues involving connection to memory. And we currently have Rine going on a little errand to go talk to her dad, which I think she probably enjoyed, going to go and hang out with her pa for a moment. Get some slightly forbidden materials by the alchemy group, so that they can access the memories that may be hidden within Lotchus, because she is based on a human. And it's just like, oh, okay, so it's not just coming from nothing. Right? So they're figuring this all out, and like little elements keep popping in to show doubt within people, and Lotchus in particular, because she's talking to can't remember her name right now. Spanner's older sister character, older sister mother type character, and Lotchus is worried because she's like, okay, say I get my memories back, what if she was kind of a shit person? And, like, all my shittiness is kind of, like, validated. And Spanner just walks in and goes, like, nah, bitch. What? Yeah, no, none of that matters. All that matters is what you do today. And it's just like, oh, that's slightly comforting for her. And we're going to continue that plotline in future episodes. But it's nice to see that it is continuing, that it is something that they are putting some thought and effort into. Because the B plot... The A plot, I mean, the actual plot, is, first things first, Hotaro notices that Kajiki is kind of acting weird, and he's going like, what's happening here? And he goes like, oh shit, it's because we fucked with his memory so much that, one of the connections that he was taking a lot of emotion from is hampered and harmed by it. We gotta fix this. And everyone's just like, you're right, but like, we can't? And it's just like, no, we can. We're good people. We're gonna fix this. As Clotho gets rebooted beginning of the season, she's back to original settings, so she can grow in a new, different way without being all anger. I do hope she keeps the fight suit, because that's fun. But basically, as it's going on, Hotaro is consoling Kajiki, they're doing the whole thing, and they're just going like, what happened here? What's going on, my dude? And it's the whole fucking with memory things fucked with human connections. And part of the Clotho plan that they're all doing is they're rebooting Malgams, because the whole thing is memory, and they actually reveal this episode that the memories aren't erased, they're suppressed. So everybody still technically can remember that the interactions with Kimmy's, it's just suppressed so they can't. And like, in a way that's more humane, but it's also still kind of fucked up that they do it. It's a lot of weirdness, but one of the early villains from the season is back to cause havoc, and our heroes have to stop and fight it. And Kajiki sees the whole thing, and he gets brain blasted with all that information. And Hotaro's just like, all right, cool. He knows now. We're not erasing his memory anymore because it has caused genuine emotional damage to this man because he is in such close proximity to all of us. I am editorializing a little bit here, but that's what it definitely feels like. Is we have fucked over this man so much, we just gotta let him into the circle. It is irresponsible of us to not at this point. So he introduces all the Kimmies to him, and Kachiki's just like, oh my god, I thought I was crazy. I thought all the insanity thing, like I thought I was insane. Looking for aliens and Bigfoot and all that kind of stuff, but they're real. They're just these. And oh my god, my best friend's a Kamen rider. Holy shit, this is so cool. And then he gets a text from his girlfriend, who they were having trouble with because of the whole memory issue, going like, hey, I want to meet up and talk. And like, it's not the breakup talk. It is very much like, hey, I was in a weird headspace and I said some things I probably shouldn't have. I want to hash things out, because she also goes through her own kind of growth and realizes like, oh, he was there for me at my lowest and all this different kind of stuff. Again, it's showcasing how the memory suppression is kind of a little fucked up, and maybe the good guy shouldn't be doing it anymore kind of stuff. And it's like, oh no, she also was Amalgam. They may be targeting her. We gotta go find her, and quick. So the whole group goes. Kajiki's looking for his girlfriend. They find her. Holy shit, hell yeah. But that's when the jungle guy shows up. Remember the jungle guy from like the first half of those few episodes? And that's when Hotaro and Rine go like, alright, our bro's girlfriend is in trouble. We're gonna go save her. That's where the episode ends. Yo, there's some actual impact from erasing all these memories. Because fundamentally, memories are the base of our experiences, and that experience is what we use to inform our empathy and everything, right? So without them, our empathy just kind of rings a little hollow. As it fundamentally started feeling for Kajiki, she felt love and compassion for Kajiki, but didn't understand why. She didn't understand the full breadth of it. But as those memories start awakening, she realizes, oh, he was there for me from my lowest, and I'm trying to, and like, he believed in me even when no one else did, and all this kind of different stuff. That understanding that your past actions can still impact you, just like it's going on for everyone else. Lessons learned or regretted actions, effects with no cause. And we can kind of see a little bit of this with, like, the Amalgams coming back, because they didn't learn their lesson. They're still the same shitty asshole people that they were before. Clotho getting a reboot, all the character growth that she may have been confronting, of course, toxically, but she was confronting it. She was going like, I want my family back, doing it the wrong way, but all that growth is kind of set back to nothing, and Latches is worried about possible memories and past actions and how they may affect her going forward. And ultimately, though, true understanding cannot happen so long as the Academy continues with memory erasure and suppression, because we cannot build true language of understanding if we don't understand ourselves. This was a pretty dang good episode. It's cool to see some older plot threads come back in, the Latches stuff, the past amalgams, all that kind of stuff. Really asking a lot of interesting questions about the memory. Feels a little late in the game to be doing this. Not complaining. It is just like, okay, this is when you're doing it. It does make sense because it didn't want to portray the Academy as like an out and out bad guy, more as like a bureaucratic roadblock. So it kind of makes sense that they're doing it now, because then they can like go like, we did it, we saved the world, and blah, 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 blah. Because the show showed that they're not bad guys, they're just incompetent, right? Just assholes, incompetent. Some really good fights this episode, and I'm really interested to see what all comes out of all this memory goodness. You know what's also some goodness? following me on social media, subscribing to the channel, leave a comment, click that like button, do all the things. You can also go follow me on Patreon. I have several bits of exclusive content, commentary tracks on older videos, exclusive podcasts, and so forth, and weekly reviews, such as this one, for a different series. I've been talking about Kamen Rider Agito, which is about to wrap up, and pretty soon, I will be talking about gavv over there and not on YouTube. It'll still be the same format. I'll still talk about it. I'll still go over the show, talk about the themes, talk about my opinions, and do comments if any comments are left on the Patreon page. But it will be over there, and I'll make sure to mention here in the community tab whenever that happens. But Agito is also almost over there, so what's going to happen next? Well, we're just going to have to keep on fighting thighs. Yes, I'm going to start reviewing thighs. I've already started, want to get a little bit ahead of the game, and boy howdy, I have thoughts. A lot of those thoughts are y'all are stupid, but I have thoughts. You know who also had thoughts? All the awesome people who left comments on the last video. So let's get into them. First up, from some random guy talking about how like Sabimaru has some like cool character growth and development. I'm like, yo, it's nice that Ringe and Sabimaru both got interesting little arcs, just all about them, expanding them. You know, they could have just been simple side characters, but no, we dive deeper into them, and that's cool. Also bringing up the Spanner saving that girl, looking really heroic, and I'm just like, yo, brooding, tough guys, and little girls that just break all of that down. It's an amazing duo. I mean, come on. Wolverine and any of his fucking surrogate daughters. It's a fan thing. Shadow and Cream from Sonic the Hedgehog. All that kind of stuff. It's just fun. It's just good character. You know what I'm saying? Next up, from Fish Pop. Just talking about how, like, Kame Don is just a really cool Kimi. Bringing up how I brought up how the brothers coming together let the Kimi itself come together and fulfill it, like, fix itself, you know? It's just a really cool twist on all that. It's nice. And yeah, Kajuki's memory thing. Like, it feels like a plotline, not necessarily like a trope, but like a plotline that's been done before. And not in like, oh, this is derivative. No, and just more of like, where have I seen that before? And I was trying to figure it out, and I think you also figured it out, Fish Pop. Hey, people, where are some places, where are some stories where memories get erased, but then they slowly come back, and it's like, uh-oh. Next up, from Esconde. Just talking about how Sabimaru would be really cool to get like one of those spin-off movies and have a writer, like a movie exclusive writer. It's like, yeah, that'd be cool. There's a lot of opportunities for that. There could be a Spanner movie. There could be a Rinne movie. There could be a Sabimaru Ringe movie. You know, with all the hints that they've had, I could totally see like a Kamen Rider rom-com with them. That could be cute. Minato could get a movie. Of course, like, that's just the thing with characters. You go like, oh, I'd like to see more of those, and that'd be fun and interesting, and, you know, that kind of vibes. But with Gatchard, there's some interesting places they can go if they felt like this was successful enough that it could, like, have supplemental material like that. And also bringing up how Isaac is based off of Sabimaru's brother in a way, that adds a little bit of fun weight to Sabimaru, and, that final scene where his brother goes like, hey, do you really need that iPad anymore? Do you really need Isaac anymore? And Sabimaru goes like, yeah, of course I do. And like, it adds a little wholesomeness because basically Sabi's going like, yeah, no, I still need my brother. I still need you by my side. And it's just like, aw, you know. And just talking about like my little like fan pet theory. It's not even a theory. It's just more of like, oh, wouldn't that be funny? Of, yo, what if the O's medals were like a proto form of the Chemis? Like, oh, that'd be fun, that'd be cool. And just going like, yeah, ideas for this is fun. Of like, oh, interconnected universes. I'm just a sucker for interconnected universes. I mean, I'm a big fan of Marvel, and I like interconnected Kamen Rider stuff. I just think weird-ass random team-ups are fun, and it'd be, like, cool to see, like, little side stories. That'd be neat. Like, I had an idea. Like, I don't write fan fiction, but I had an idea for one where basically Kamen Rider Ichigo recruits Double to go to the Florida Everglades because Amazon was last seen there, and they need to find out where he is and save him. And it's like, who better to go search and find someone than a detective? And I'm like, yo, that'd be a fun idea and a neat way to, like, Showa and Heisei and connect them in a brand new location. Of course, I'm from Florida, so, like, I'm going like, yeah, Florida. You know. I find it interesting that both America and Japan have a major hero involved, like, heavily associated with motorcycles. Because, like, in Japan, motorcycles are just cool people, and they're, like, a more easy understood form of transit. Like, personal transit. So there is a bike culture there. And in America, there is definitively a bike culture, very much heavily associated with bikers and everything. But there's also, like, large swaths of road and everything that just evoke, like, a romanticism with being on a motorcycle. And I just think, wouldn't it be fun to play with that a little bit with Kamen Rider and America? I don't know. I just think it'd be interesting. Just like I hope you found this video interesting. Please subscribe if you want to. Leave a comment. Click that like button. Do all the things. And until next time, I hope you have a good week. I would like to give a big thank you to all my Patreon supporters. Esconde.